Hello guys, I'm thrilled to have you all here today and I hope you are all doing well. Thank you for joining this webinar and it's about to be a great session. Before we start, I want to introduce myself so you know the value you're going to get from this webinar. Just like where most of you are now, I started from zero and over 6 years, I'm clocking close to 1 million subscribers on YouTube using the strategies I'm going to share with you very soon. I've been featured in multiple articles from Fast Company to CNN and I've collaborated with many of your famous Nigerian celebrities like Davido, who flew me across the world on his private jet. I've also collaborated with Jackie Aino, who invited me to her house for a tour. And no, she's not my sister. Last year, I got to explore London with Adekunle Gold. I've also worked with many of the most prominent entrepreneurs in Africa across all sectors, just from filming videos. I've also made hundreds of thousands of dollars from publishing videos on YouTube and sharing my passion with the world. It may seem like a lot, but trust me, you can achieve the same. In this webinar, I'll be sharing a wealth of information that propelled me from where I was to where I am now. Just make sure you stick around to the end so you wouldn't miss a thing. So guys, let's begin. What's up guys, how you all doing today? Welcome to today's class. It's a beautiful day out here in Lisbon, Portugal, currently at my house, and that is where I'm tuning in from. You guys should drop wherever you're tuning in from in the comment section. I can see people from Lagos, people from Abuja. Just drop more locations in the comment section below. Also, before we get started, today's class is really going to be mind-blowing. I'm going to be sharing a lot of tips, a lot of lessons with you guys that I've learned over my journey on YouTube. So whatever distractions you have, whether your TV is on, whether your phone is on, put everything on silent, because today's class, there's so much to learn from it if you're serious about building a successful YouTube channel. So now let's jump right into it. So today's class, I'm basically going to be teaching you how to build a YouTube channel from scratch that makes you anywhere between $1,000 to $5,000 monthly. Yes, you can definitely make between $1,000 and $5,000 monthly on YouTube just from uploading videos. And you don't necessarily have to show your face. So I'm saying this for all the shy people out there. If you're somebody who doesn't want to show your face, there are faceless channels. You can also gain and learn a lot from this and also build a successful YouTube channel. And you can do this within the next 90 days without using expensive cameras, expensive gear. You can also do it even if you don't want to show your face, just like I said earlier. At the end of this webinar, you would have learned how to create YouTube videos that gets hundreds of thousands of views and generates thousands of dollars every single month. That's one of the major things you're going to learn from this, because I know a lot of you guys that are coming here, you want to, as much as you want to grow your subscribers, you also want to make money because money is important. Also, you'll be learning the strategies to grow your channel to get your first 10,000 subscribers, even if you don't currently have a YouTube channel as you speak, or you currently have a channel and you've just been struggling so much to get views. Just to give you guys my own story and show you guys how I transitioned from where I was to where I am now. And also, one of the reasons why you should be listening to me is this is my channel that is right in front of you guys. This was the videos I was making 6 years ago. And I went from barely having any views on my video. As you can see, my first YouTube vlog had 3,000 views in 6 years. And all my videos, they were barely getting up to 3,000 views. Now, currently, if you look at my channel, this is hundreds of thousands of views in the last 48 hours. I think it has over 134,000 views in the last 48 hours, all the way from here to here. And this is also possible for you too. But before we continue, what makes this webinar important at a time like this? So one, a large percentage of people, especially young people, if you ask them what they want to be, they identify as creators. If you ask a lot of young people between the ages of 18 to 24, what they want to be, back then it used to be people wanted to be doctors, people wanted to be, engineers, lawyers, the way African parents are always like, okay, go to school and become a doctor, a lawyer, what's the other one? They're always three, doctor, lawyer, and one other one. I think engineer, doctor, lawyer, and engineer. But now everybody wants to become a YouTuber. Everybody wants to become a content creator. Everybody wants to grow on YouTube because there's so much opportunity on the internet. You can find success in whatever you're passionate about by creating a YouTube channel and making content about whatever it is that you love. So now everybody wants to become a YouTuber. And currently, what's the worth and what's the size of this economy? If you're going into any market, you have to ask yourself that how big is this market? Is there space for me? Can I still make it? Is it oversaturated? But no. Currently, Goldman Sachs estimates that the creator economy is currently worth 250 billion and will nearly double to 480 billion by 2024. So if the market is going to double in just less than 3-4 years, that tells you something. It means that the market is growing rapidly and there's always space for new people to enter. When I started out on YouTube, there were so many YouTubers out there, but I still was able to carve my own niche. So anybody that tells you that, oh, it's oversaturated, the data does not agree with that, because the creator economy is going to keep going continuously. So there's always space for anybody new who wants to go into it. Finally, YouTube is also ranked the second most used social media platform. YouTube is owned by Google, as you all know. Most times, obviously Google is the number one website in the world, the number one search engine, and YouTube is owned by Google. So YouTube is the second most searched social media platform that everybody uses whenever they're searching for something. Anybody who is traveling, looking for information, you want to learn to cook, you want to learn anything, everybody goes to YouTube straight up. And it has kept on growing year on year. Like currently, YouTube has over 2.5 billion users in 2024. And you can see how they've been growing year on year. So that means by next year, it's probably going to be definitely more than this. And YouTube is the biggest search engine in the world after Google. So there's so much opportunity on the internet from becoming a YouTuber. This is what this graph shows you here. YouTube comes before all the other social media platforms, whether it's Instagram, whether it's TikTok. It's at the top because it's a search engine and it's also a social media platform. So now people are always wondering, can you make money on social media if you don't have up to 100,000 followers, if you don't have up to 1 million followers? Yes, you definitely can. There's something called nano influencers, and nano influencers are people who have as few as 1,000 followers. And you can see from this graph that they are making between $50,000 to $100,000 a year once they implement many of the strategies I'm going to be sharing with you guys in this webinar. And we also have micro influencers. That's the next stage. So those are people that have between 10,000 to 50,000 followers, and they can also make between $70,000 to $170,000 a year. So you can see, like, calculate $170,000 in Naira. If you're in Nigeria, you know how strong the exchange rate is now. If you have $1,000, that's over 1.5 million Naira. So now imagine how much you can make if you are making this amount of money in a year. So basically, from everything I've said, what you should know is that YouTube is growing and is also the most profitable platform to start creating content for anyone, irrespective of your background, irrespective of where you're from, irrespective of what type of content you actually even want to push out. YouTube is the most profitable platform, bigger than all the other platforms out there. But as much as these opportunities, exist around today, not everyone can take advantage of them. If you're looking for an opportunity that will make you quick, easy money over the next 30 days, then this webinar is not for you because there's so much that goes into it. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It's not like, just come in within 30 days, you make money. No. There's so much that you actually need to learn. And that is why, I'm doing this webinar for you guys. So who is this training for specifically? This training is for you. One, if you're looking to build a solid online income stream, this training is for you. This training is also for you if you love to create content and you want to start getting paid for doing what you love. This training is for you if you're currently running a YouTube channel and you haven't found success yet. This training is also for you if you want to start a YouTube channel but you have zero experience. This training is for you if you're looking to create and monetize content without having to show your face or say a single word, and that's where faceless channels come in. This training is also for you if you're looking to build an online audience and you want to monetize it. This training is for you if you want more from your current YouTube channel. So if you fall into any of these categories, this training is for you. So yeah, get strapped in. In this training, you will learn the strategies that took me from driving an Uber to someone who now makes thousands of dollars monthly from YouTube. You also learn the 3 reasons why people fail on YouTube before they even get started. You learn how to grow fast and start making at least $1,000 a month on YouTube with a small audience with as little as 1,000 subscribers. You learn the details about a special limited offer, which I'll be sharing with you guys at the end of this webinar. So who am I? Who is this guy that is just this bald guy that is just standing, sitting down talking in front of you guys? Yeah. So I'm Taya, and I currently live in Lisbon and I love to travel and experience the world. I started out my journey documenting Lagos, Nigeria, and also living in Lagos, Nigeria. And you can see from the screenshots above, these were the videos I was making back then. This is 5 years ago. These are all the videos I used to make back then. Eko Atlantic, Ilashe Beach. I just used to go up and down around Lagos. I started from here and now I'm able to travel to multiple countries across the world and, document the globe all from making YouTube videos I recently went to the Caribbean, and this is my trip to Jamaica. I also went to the Dominican Republic to go and capture content, and I've also been to many other countries across the world. But saying this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to own a travel channel to be successful like me. You can own whatever channel it is that you might want to have. To be honest, travel is actually very expensive. Many people who look at me and say like, oh, you're traveling the world, they want to do it. I'm like, sometimes I wish I was doing something else that was less expensive, because traveling is super expensive. So everything I'm going to share with you guys today, it doesn't only apply to a travel channel. It applies to any channel, whatever channel you might be creating, whether it's a cooking channel, a faceless channel. It could even be a channel about, telling stories, telling folklore stories. Whatever channel you have, whatever interest you have, you can find success on YouTube. It doesn't necessarily have to be travel. And you would soon see when I start to explain some of these tips and tricks and strategies with you guys. So what's my mission and why am I doing what I'm doing? I want to help you guys actually turn your passion into a profitable online business. That's my mission, to help people turn their passion into a profitable online business. Just to give you guys, show you guys some stuff about me, some of the articles that I've written about me on the internet, to just give some credibility, like, okay, why, like, who says I even know what I'm saying? Basically, my trips have given me access to be able to be featured alongside the richest black man in the world on CNN Travel. And you can see the article here. And also, I've also been featured on BBC. They invited me to the BBC headquarters in London, and I did like a travel episode with them. Apart from that, I've also been featured on DW. I've done collaborations with them. I've been featured on Fast Company, Bella Naija, and the rest of the world. This is my article. Before I even go, this is actually me with the governor of Borno State. I've also been featured on, Fast Company, like I said, and also rest of the world. But my life was not always like this, to be honest. Like when I started out, my life was not always like this. This was me in 2016. I was an Uber driver. Uber just came to Nigeria. I signed up for Uber because I didn't have any money then. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. I was just figuring it out. So I signed up to be a driver on Uber. As you can see me here, you can see how young I was there. I signed up to be a driver on Uber, and during this period, I was struggling to make ends meet. I used to work, 20-hour days, picking people up and dropping them off. I don't know if any of you guys watching this, I'm sure you guys are familiar with Lagos, Lekki Phase 1. I used to park my car in front of the place along Admiralty Way during that period, and I just used to wait for, to get a request from people. Most times, just waiting there, I used to just think about my life that, okay, is this what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life? Sometimes you pick up passengers and they're just very rude to you, and then you just have a very bad day. But I just kept on, pushing and just figuring it out till I eventually, found content creation. I think one of the things was there was a specific day that I just realized that, no, I didn't want to continue living my life like this. And I was just on the lookout for what other thing can I actually do that can probably maybe earn me money. Or then I didn't even know I could actually earn money on the internet, but I was just wanted to learn content creation to maybe that to learn the skill so that maybe I can create videos for other people. And that was what kind of like pushed me into making short form videos and posting them on Instagram. And for me, during that period, like I said, as humans, we just need to do whatever it is that we need to do to survive. The transition wasn't just immediate. It wasn't like I just quit Uber. There was a period where I was still driving my Ubers during the day, and then during the weekends I would make a video, or I would make a video post on Instagram. And that's gradually how I started to transition into eventually getting to a point where I was able to now leave Uber alone and just focus on making my short form videos. And I know it's the same thing with a lot of people out there who are probably, they probably have a 9-to-5 job, you probably have a side business that is earning you money that you're using to survive. I'm not necessarily saying you should quit your job. The good part about YouTube and the good part about making money on the internet, and also about some of the strategies I'm going to be sharing with you today, is you can do them on the side. You don't necessarily need to quit your job. You can literally do it part-time till you get to a point where you start to earn this money, and then you can now make that decision. You now have the freedom to make that decision to decide whether you actually want to stay at your job or switch to YouTube full-time. The most important thing to remember is to just spend some time investing in something that will give you more income and freedom on the side till whatever it is that you're doing becomes sustainable. Like I said earlier, we should always be on the lookout for things that can go and things that we are passionate about, so we don't get stuck doing that thing that we hate for life. I know there are many people who also don't like their job. Eventually, building a YouTube platform can be your way out. It can be your way to freedom. In my own case, When I was doing Uber then, I used to use the money I was earning from Uber to buy data and to basically invest in making videos and eventually buy much better gear that I was not able to use to now document. When I used to drop people at different places in Lagos, that's actually how I even knew about most places in Lagos. I used to drive people around. So from driving them around to like maybe I drive them to a location, I can come back to that location. If it's a nice location, I will now document the location and post it on YouTube. And that's how I made I made different series of restaurants, different places. That's how I started. And that's how I started documenting. From Uber, I gradually switched to a career as a YouTuber. And one thing I always know in life is that if you don't change anything, nothing changes. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you keep getting the same results. And just because I decided to change things for myself a few years ago, everything turned around for me. If I show you this picture back then, this is my journey. This is when my journey actually fully started with YouTube. This was in 2017. And just to show you that back then, I didn't have money. Nobody was sponsoring me. I didn't have any gear. This was all the gear I had when I started. This phone that you see here, this is an iPhone 7. I think it's an iPhone 7 Pro. And this was what I was using to make content, make videos, make stuff on Instagram, post it on Instagram. I use this to shoot weddings. I use this phone to shoot events, and I use it to shoot short documentaries. This gimbal you see right here, it was borrowed from a friend. I didn't even own the gimbal. I borrowed it from him whenever I needed to shoot so that it helps me stabilize the phone. And then I go around and use that to shoot. And then I eventually edit it also on my phone, on this same phone. So this phone was my camera. It was also my computer to edit, and it was also I was using the internet to also upload those videos to Instagram and YouTube. So this phone was my office. If somebody had stolen this phone during that time, that was the end. So this also shows you that you can definitely use your phone. If you have your phone, whatever phone that is in your pocket, you can definitely use it to start out your journey on content creation. Even up to now, there are many times I still bring out my phone to film. Let's say I'm in a plane, somewhere I can't bring out my big camera, I use my phone. The best camera is the one in your pocket. So eventually, along this journey, I realized that I love traveling, and then I started to use this same phone to share my love for travel on YouTube. After going around filming with this phone, sometimes I used to get ashamed. I'm like, I'll go to an event, I'll see people bringing out big cameras, or maybe I want to shoot a YouTube video. I used to watch a lot of like YouTubers then online. They'll be using all these big cameras, big gears, all those YouTubers in the US, like Peter McKinnon, Casey Neistat. I used to watch them. I'll be like, wow, I think maybe if I go and rent a camera, spend money and rent the camera, I'll get millions of views. So what did I do? I'm very experimental. I went to go and rent a camera. And this is me renting a camera back then. As you can see, this was 2017. I rented a big camera, rented a gimbal, this whole setup. I didn't even know how to even use this thing then. I just basically rented it. And then I went to go and film this video. You can see here, it was a Mustang. It was it set up everything. Big video. They told that bring expensive car, bring everything. Spend so much money. Almost all my life savings at that point in time. And eventually, the video got only 1.2 thousand views in 6 years. Even up to now, it still even didn't get views. The video refused to rise or refused to go. So this just showed me that renting expensive gear, doesn't mean you get views. You have expensive gear. You have the best camera in the world. It doesn't guarantee you any views. Somebody who has a phone can get more views than you, can get times 1 million more views than you. So having expensive gear doesn't equate to viewership. So if you don't have gear, that is not a problem. I even feel having too much gear can be an impediment for you because you don't get to focus on what actually makes your content great. You just focus on having expensive gear, which doesn't do anything for you at the end of the day. One of the mistakes I was also making during this period too was also posting, randomly. As you can see my video, my channel, this is my channel. This was my channel back then. I used to make all the random types of videos. Today, I'll make a video about travel. Tomorrow, I'll make a video about Davido and Wizkid performing. And next tomorrow, I'll make a video about how to get started with flying a drone, a tutorial. And I even made a video about Asun, how to make goat's meat. Like, can you imagine my channel now, seeing a cooking video on it? How to make goat's meat. This was 5 years ago. So posting randomly was a very bad strategy. You can see that my channel was all over the place because I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing on YouTube. I was just basically figuring it out at this moment. And this is actually the bad strategy. This is one of the bad strategies that I want to talk about, because for you to know what to do, you need to also know what not to do. So posting randomly was a bad strategy for me, and I also recommend you, if you're getting started out, you should not post random videos. You should have a strategy with your videos. I was also hoping to go viral magically. I was hoping that one day one of my videos, I'll just post it. One of the videos will just pop off, and then that's the end, and I'll just become a superstar. People will be shouting my name like Davido and Wizkid, but that did not happen. I was also frustrated because none of my videos were getting the results I wanted. Like, for me, at this point in time, when I actually look back, I was actually failing at this YouTube game before I even started it. I was making the same mistakes many people make when starting out. And many people, these mistakes that people make is what eventually leads them to give up. I had so many friends back then who started out with me, but they didn't continue because they were frustrated. They made the same mistakes I was making. They gave up too soon, and they didn't find a way out of these mistakes that they were making, because courses like this didn't exist back then. There was nobody teaching what I'm about to share with you guys back then. And these mistakes, they are the simple reason why most people fail terribly, and they just end up giving up on their dreams of building a brand on YouTube. To win at this game, you have to remember not to give up, and you have to also listen very attentively so that you can learn many of the tips and tricks and also strategies that I implemented that made my channel not one of these channels that eventually, ended up dying. So what are some of the 3 reasons why people fail? One of the 3 reasons why people fail is not having a clear goal with each video. Whenever you want to create a video, you have to figure out, what's the reason behind this video? Why am I making this video? Who am I making this video for? You need to have a clear goal. What am I going to achieve? What am I trying to achieve with this video? Also, another problem too is also trying to make every video different. I had this problem too when I started out, because I was always trying to, I always wanted to reinvent the wheel every time, make something unique, something nobody has ever seen before. But the truth is that nothing on YouTube is truly fully original. Everything is a replication of something, and most of the ideas you see on YouTube, they are gotten from one place or the other. Even the biggest YouTuber in the world gets his ideas from different channels and different places. That's Mr. Beast. He gets his ideas from different places and different people. Another problem too is that people face, and one reason why they fail is not optimizing their channel to make money. When I started out, I didn't understand that YouTube was a business. I think when I started, I was just running it as a hobby. So I didn't really optimize my channel to make money. This made it very difficult for me as time went on, because you're spending all this money investing in this platform, going out to shoot all these videos, but you're not making money from it. So it was so difficult for me to sustain myself then. And if I wasn't careful, thankfully, I was able to figure my way out. But many people who couldn't figure their way out, they eventually ended up failing. For making all these mistakes, I found a much easier and a more sustainable way to grow while making money with just over 1,000 subscribers. And this was what unlocked the success that I currently have on my channel today. With these strategies that I discovered along my journey, I've not only grown my YouTube channel to over 1,000 subscribers, but also to almost 1 million subscribers. Last time I checked, I had over 900,000 subscribers. The truth is that once you get your first 1,000 subs and you cross the 4,000 watch hours on YouTube, not only does YouTube start paying you for each video, the opportunity also becomes limitless. When you cross your first 1,000 subscribers and you also get your first 4,000 hour watch time, and when YouTube starts to pay you money, I think that's when it unlocks in most people's minds that, like, it's like a miracle. It's like, oh, wow, I can make content and YouTube is going to pay me money for this content. That's how it unlocked in my mind. Then when I made my first $1 from YouTube, I'm like, oh, this thing is actually true. It's true. It's real life. It's not a joke. Within that period up to now, I think I've gotten so used to it. I've now earned hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue from YouTube in the process. And this is just one of the revenue streams you can get from going on YouTube, which is the AdSense. And I'll go more into that later. As you guys can see, my channel is around 1 million subscribers. I think back then when I took this screenshot, it was 908K, but you can see how much it has grown now. And all of this, from the strategies I implemented, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys from all the lessons I've learned over the years of building this YouTube channel. Now, let's talk about these 5 unknown strategies that I have used. I have personally used it, and how you can also use them to grow your channel fast if you're just starting out, and how this would help you explode your growth if you already have a YouTube channel. So, what's the first strategy? One of the most important strategies. If this is the only thing you take from this webinar, this is one of the most important strategies. Learning how to make searchable and discoverable videos on proven topics. This was one of the things that unlocked my channel from just a channel that was struggling and almost dying and giving up the ghost to a channel that you currently see today. And this strategy, I still use it up till now. To go on YouTube, I needed to know who my audience was. And like I'll say it for you, to go on YouTube, you need to know who your audience is. And you also need to now create searchable and discoverable videos on proven topics for them. As you can see, these are even recent videos I've done. This is searchable travel content. What can $100 get you in Lagos, Nigeria? Anybody who is searching for Lagos, Nigeria, because Lagos is the most populated city in the whole of Africa. So it's a search term. People are always searching for it. So anybody who wants to visit Lagos or who wants to visit Nigeria, they're definitely going to come across this video. And I made this video a year ago, and you can see the amount of views on it, 243,000 views. Apart from that, I also even made searchable and discoverable content in collaboration with DW, which is one of the biggest media companies in Germany. They had a channel and they invited me and they paid me for this, actually. And I made searchable and discoverable content for them. If you look at my channel in general, you can see that many of the content I make actually is searchable and discoverable, because many of these countries I go to, a lot of people who want to travel, the first thing they do is they go to YouTube. Oh, I want to travel to Jamaica. They type it Jamaica travel guide, Jamaica travel experience. And when they do that, Google would push my videos to the top and they would discover my videos. So that is one of the ways to go on YouTube, because when you get started, most people don't know you. Nobody knows you actually, apart from maybe your friends and family, and they might not even subscribe to your channel, interestingly. So nobody knows you when you get started out, but you don't need anybody to know you. All you need to do is just make searchable and discoverable content, and YouTube will push those content to the people looking for it. As long as that content is good, YouTube will push it out. The algorithm will push it out for more people to discover you. And that is the best way to start to grow on YouTube. And this is also not just, relating to travel channels. I always just use travel channels because I have a travel channel, but it relates to other channels. And I'm also going to give you more examples. This is searchable cooking content. This is a cooking channel. As you can see, how to make asun recipe, how to make asun peppered smoked meat. You can see they all have asun in their title. Asun, how to make asun. Anybody who wants to make asun, they will probably follow one of all these videos. And then when they click through on it, they get sent to the person's YouTube channel. So you can see this channel at the bottom, asun recipe, how to make asun. It was created 7 years ago, but it's still going to be bringing more people to CCM's channel, who is the original creator of this video. And now you can see our channel, she has over 1 million subscribers. So even the videos she's created 7 years ago, if somebody randomly comes and says, oh, they're looking for how to make asun, maybe they've never heard of asun before, they are going to follow on our channel. That means she's going to get a subscriber from a video she created 7 years ago. And that is the power of searchable content. I'm still getting subscribers from videos I've created 5-6 years ago, because they are always going to be evergreen. And that's searchable content. Most of the time, they are evergreen content because it's something that people are actually searching for. Now, this is also another example. This is more travel channel. You can see this channel, this title, 12 things every first timer must do when visiting New York City. 2.4 million views 4 years ago. If there are other people's channels, these people also make searchable content. If you click through, you get to the person's channel, and then you get to subscribe to them. So just imagine searchable content. Imagine you're a fisherman or a fisherwoman, and searchable content is like you fishing. It's like you putting different hooks or different nets into the river. And every time somebody is searching, anytime somebody is searching for content, those people searching for content, they are like the fish. And the searchable content is like baits. So every time you make a searchable content video, it's like you're putting bait into the water, and then all your audience, sorry, I'm calling them fish, but they are fish in this case, they come and then they bite on that bait. And that searchable content can keep on bringing more people to your channel as long as the channel exists. So those are examples. And just to even show you how deep this goes, somebody also makes searchable content about hair. So I've shown you an example of travel. I've shown you food. And now I'm showing you hair. Yes, hair. This guy makes searchable content on how to get curly hair. Well, that this can't relate to me because I don't have any hair on my head. But for people who have hair on their head, they are probably going to be searching and they're probably going to subscribe to this channel. So you can see it says how to get curly hair in 5 minutes, male and female, black. Even it was even very specific, black men and women. So, and this has 6 million views 3 years ago. These other people too, they also have the same thing. This is for a lady, my straight natural hair routine. And then when you click through, you get to the person's channel. This Mike, Waveman Mike. So whatever niche or whatever area, whatever interest you have, you should find a way to create searchable content because that's what is going to draw people to your channel. That's what's going to bring in new subscribers. That's what's going to lead to growth. So for my own channel, creating searchable content led to so much growth. I created content on Eco Atlantic, created real estate content, created content I knew that people were searching for. How much does this get you in Lagos? How much is this apartment? Traveling to Kenya, what you need to pack, what you need to do. I created all those types of content and it led to my rapid growth when I started out. So this is one thing. If you take anything from this whole webinar, definitely create searchable content. And this is the final example I want to show you guys. And this is probably especially for the ladies watching this. This is a makeup channel, as you guys know. You can see the views on this video, 9.1 million views 3 years ago. And you can see all the other videos to also have the same amount of views or similar amount of views. This has 675K, this has 315K. 1 year ago, 10 months ago. Ladies will always search for makeup videos. They will always search for makeup videos. So if your makeup video is at the top, if you're creating really good searchable content about makeup, you're definitely going to rise to the top and definitely going to get a lot of views. As you can see, somebody made a video that is 18 minutes long and she has 9.1 million views. I don't even have a 9.1 million viewed video on my channel. So any of you guys who are starting out, you can literally make a video that will blow up in whatever space you are. And it doesn't really matter whether you have 10 subscribers, 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. Once you're able to create searchable content, you can definitely reach a massive audience and grow your YouTube channel. So you can see our channel here, Rosina Charo. So now let's move on to strategy 2. I did what already works. When I started out, I was figuring it out. I didn't know what worked. So I was just basically, testing out different things. Instead of me to, figure out what's working and make more of it, I spent so many hours just basically going up and down, trying to make something new instead of just doing what already works. And I will give another example of an analogy. It's like if you're going to a market, before back then, I used to wonder, okay, why is it that when you go to a market, you see a group of people who are probably selling the same thing? Or another thing too is why do you go to a market somewhere like Ladipo in Lagos? You see that everybody they are selling the same thing and they all have their own customers because that already works. That product has been tested. It has been tested that Nigerians are always going to need car parts. It has been tested that Nigerians are already going to need this specific type of food or this specific type of product. So more people are willing to go into that and buy that product or buy that product or service or whatever and render it to more people because there's already a customer base on ground. The same thing applies to YouTube. Instead of going out there to now figure out you want to create some kind of video that doesn't exist anywhere on the platform, which is almost impossible because almost every video has been made. People just make it in different ways and different versions. Just look at what already works and find a unique way to make it in your own way. And that's where Stealing Like an Artist comes in. Everything you see online or everything you see everywhere is a copy of something that came before it. Nothing is truly original. Even the biggest channels, they steal like artists. Biggest channels copy. Biggest channels, and when I say copy, I don't mean just basically copy word for word or copy the exact same thing. They copy in terms of like they look at something, they look at it, how can I make this thing in my own version? They get ideas and then they make it in their own form, in their own format. So as you can see, for example, one of my most watched videos, or my most watched video actually, was the video I made on Namibia. And that video was a remake of a video I saw that somebody made 2 years ago on Namibia. So I went and made my own version. And as you can see, the person's version had 3.2 million views 2 years ago. I went and made my own version, and my own version has 5.8 million views. This is more or less double the amount of views the person had. As you can also see, to another example is Mr. Beast. He did the exact same thing. He looked at a video that was posted online that had 164 million views, and then he made his own version 8 months ago, and the version has 204 million views. Another big channel too that did this too is Yes Theory. They looked at a video that had 24 million views 3 years ago. They made their own, they had almost 8 million views. So this is what a lot of the big YouTubers do, and this is one of the fastest ways to grow on YouTube. Is looking at what works in your space, in your niche, in your whatever kind of content you're making, and then finding a new way to make your own. Because the interesting thing is people want to see old things, but they want to see it in new ways. They want to see it in new combinations. So people might watch a video on Namibia, but have you seen the one Tyler I know made? The way Tyler I know will make his videos is different from the way somebody else will make their own video. So I make my own version. The same thing with all the other videos in different niches. Whether you're a makeup artist, you're a dancer, whether you make food videos, make it in your own unique way and make it your own. But follow proven videos. Look for topics that has a lot of views already, or that has already worked on the platform. It means that there's already an audience out there that want to watch that content. So you just make your own in your own unique way, and then you grab all of that audience. So this is also another important one that led to my rapid growth on YouTube. Another one I did too, which was when I wanted to start to earn money, because making money is very important. Another strategy I used was by adding monetizable themes and topics to my videos. I made money from products I loved by talking about them in my videos, and I started to earn affiliate commission from them. As you can see, going back to the Namibia video, I did the video on Namibia, and then I talked about a product, which is the music service I use for all my videos. I have a music service called Epidemic Sound. It's a service online where I get all the sounds and all the soundtracks I use for all my videos. And I talked about it in my video. And not just this video, I started talking about this when I started using it. So I didn't have this amount of followers and this amount of subscribers then. And just from talking about it and sharing it in my description, I started to earn commission. Up to today, every month, I earn a certain amount of money depending on the months, just from putting my links to this music service in the description of my videos. And I started earning this a long time ago. As you can see, this is how much I earn on a monthly basis from just talking about Epidemic Sound in my videos. This is my affiliate earnings. Affiliate earnings, for those people who don't know, is like affiliates is when maybe you have a product or a service you like or you use, when you talk about it to your friend and you recommend it to somebody, your friend, your audience, it's a commission that they pay you that, the company pays you like, thank you for recommending this thing. So the same way you just tell your friend like, I bought this blender is really good. I bought this laptop is good. And the company doesn't pay you. On the internet, if you're able to sign up for an affiliate partner and recommend their service to your audience, you get paid for that. So for those of you guys who are always recommending stuff to your friends, if you are making a YouTube video, recommend whatever it is that you like, recommend it in your YouTube video, start earning affiliate commission from it. If you can find a way to talk about whatever you love in your video, then you can monetize it. And you can see a lot of people who do this a lot. You can see people who have Amazon affiliates. These are some YouTubers who also have Amazon links in their description. This is an Insta360 camera. There's a link in the description here. Every time you buy this camera, he earns a small commission on this on this sale or on your purchase. This commission might be very small. They might sound like they are very small, 5%, 4%, but they add up, because 4% or 5% is, if you multiply that by 20, it adds up gradually, and that's a lot of money over time. So strategy 4, what did I do in strategy 4? One of the things I also did, and I also tried to implement when I started out, I think, was sticking to a niche. So when I started out, one of the problems I actually had was the fact that I didn't have a niche, and I didn't know what a niche was then. So a niche, what was a niche practically? A niche is like your areas of interest. What's the area of interest that you want to share with the world? So if you look at my channel, my own niche is travel. It's travel, real estate, interviews, but at the end of the day, what encompassing it is travel. Some people's niche might be fashion, some might be lifestyle, and some might even be a combination of multiple niches. Some might be faceless channels, a niche. Some might be commentary. Some might be entertainment. Some might be skits. Like we have a lot of, content creators who make skits on YouTube in Nigeria. That's a niche on its own. So one of the fastest ways to grow on YouTube is by sticking to a niche. And I made this mistake when I started because I didn't have a niche. I was just all over the whole place. I make this video, I make this one tomorrow, I make this one next tomorrow. But once I found that strategy and I stuck to a niche, which was travel, my channel, boom, started to go up like a rocket. Because what happens with a niche is that when you stick to a niche, everybody, first of all, it shows your audience that you know what you are doing. Secondly, it makes you an authority in that space. Thirdly, it gives them an idea of what to expect from your channel. It's like the same way we have different channels on, let's say, like DSTV now. If you go to Cartoon Network and you start seeing football there, you'll be wondering what's happening. But you know that every time you go to Cartoon Network, you're going to watch cartoons. Every time you go to a sport channel, you're going to watch football. So the best way to grow and to make your audience know what to expect from you is by sticking to a niche. So whatever areas of interest you have, try to break it down to a point where it's like, okay, I have this niche. This is my niche. And it doesn't necessarily have to be one niche. It just needs to be related. Like now, I won't have a travel channel, and then tomorrow you see me sewing clothes on it. If it's a travel channel, most of what I have to do has to be related to travel. If you have a lifestyle channel, lifestyle, is much broad. It's about your life. So you have more flexibility. So depending on whatever channel that you have, sticking to a niche would make you grow faster. To grow on YouTube, your audience needs to know what to expect from you. As you can see here, this is my channel, it's travel and lifestyle. So most of what I make, lifestyle about myself and about my experience, and travel is about different countries across the world. You can see Mr. Beast's channel, it's entertainment. He just wants to entertain you. So he comes up with different challenges, different, crazy challenges that he does. And that's what has shot him to becoming the #1 YouTube channel in the world. You can see this other channel, Real Estate, Living in a Tiny Home. This is a channel about real estate. So when you go to this channel, all you see is specifically tiny homes all across the world. And this channel has almost 5 million subscribers. And then this is Life of Riza. It's a channel I just recently started watching, and she makes really good film. Our channel is more focused on filmmaking and lifestyle content about her life, and also basically how she shoots it and her filmmaking skills. And all these types of channels, they are not just related to just these 4 alone. You can make a niche channel about anything. For example, this is an example of a really niche down channel to find a core audience. This is a channel on learning how to do IELTS exams. I saw this channel and I was shocked because she has made only 45 videos, but she has 2.3 million subscribers. Can you imagine? With 45 videos. And that just shows you that niching down sometimes can even help you grow a big audience, and it can help you grow an audience fast without making so many videos. She made only 45 videos and she has 2.3 million subscribers because she targeted a specific thing. Okay, a lot of people want to do these IELTS exams. How can I make content that all these people are going to watch? And then she made different videos that were explaining different things about IELTS. And with those videos, 45 in number, she was able to go to 2.3 million subscribers. That is crazy. I think this is one of the niche down channels I've seen. And there are so many other examples out there. Niching down helps you find your core audience. It helps you find the people that actually love what it is that you're doing. And the last strategy is focusing on quantity first and then quality later. When you get started out, one of the fastest ways to grow in terms of subscribers, grow in terms of views, and also grow in terms of the quality of your work is by focusing on quantity. What's that thing they say? Repetition. The more you repeat something, the more you learn it. The more you repeat something every day, the more you learn it. If you made only 3 videos in a month, your learning process will be much slower than if you made like 30 videos in a month. Or if you're making a video every single day. Because when you make a video every single day, you learn faster than somebody who makes a video once every week. Because every time you're going through the process, you're learning, you're knowing what to do, what not to do, okay, how to edit this, how to apply your thumbnails, how to do this, how to do that, how to just get better at everything. At every single point, you keep on improving. And that's why focusing on quantity first is very key. And after you focus on quantity, then you can now focus on quality. And repetition helped me learn what worked when I started, because I was just posting as many videos as possible. The more I posted videos, the more I knew what my audience wanted, the more I knew what not to do, the more I got better at what I was already doing, because I just got better at filming, got better at editing thumbnails, got better at picking my titles, got better at intros, got better at coloring, got better in every single area that I was focused on. As you can see back then, Whenever I traveled to a location, I used to make like 12 videos. Anything I saw, I just film it, make a video about it. Oh, real estate, film it. Oh, I had this experience, I film it. And this was 12 low quality videos with fewer views back then. But now I focus more on creating, high quality single videos where I pack like everything that is here and I just focus it on one video. And you can see the change in the views. Many of my videos, most of my videos don't do less than 200,000 views. 200, 300, 400K. And back then, my videos used to get like 28K, 20K, 35K, 19K. You can see the change. This is one high quality video optimized for views as opposed to 12 low quality videos with fewer views. So whatever niche you are, whatever type of content you're creating, have this strategy at the back of your mind, because this is a very important strategy you can use to change your channel from a dying channel to a channel that is going to be getting this amount of views, as you can see in front of you. And by consistently using these proven strategies, I've been able to go from where I was before to where I currently am. You can see this was my earnings in I think this was probably 2020 to 2021. But I wouldn't want to show you guys my current earnings, but I'll take you guys to my live YouTube dashboard now. So you won't just be like, okay, where is this screenshot from? Maybe you just screenshotted it from somewhere. I'll take you to my live YouTube dashboard now. So let me just show you guys what my live YouTube dashboard looks like. So guys, as you can see, this is my actual YouTube dashboard. As you can see, I'm moving it up and down so you can actually see it. This is my earnings. This was 2021. You can even see on some days, I was earning $500 on some days. And then it kept on going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And then it still kept on going up and down. There's some months where it was low, but imagine this is like even the low months. I was earning $50 per day, $40 per day. $40 per day, that's like over 70,000 naira in a day, or 80,000 naira in a day. And then there were some really good days. This is still 2021, where I was earning $1,000. Can you imagine making 1.5 million naira in one day? And this is it. This is the live dashboard. As you can see, it's my channel. You can see everything moving. So I'm not just showing you guys, I'm showing you guys what is possible. I'm not just giving you guys something that is not real. I'm telling you guys what is possible with YouTube. So yeah, guys, this is what I was earning in 2021, as you can see, to 2022. But since then, I've grown so much. And now, based on so many things I've learned, and part of what I'm also sharing with you guys, I've implemented so many of these strategies that what you can see here, you can imagine if this was what I was earning then, you can imagine what I'm earning now. But I'm not going to show you guys so that somebody will not come and kidnap me. But this is what is possible with YouTube. If anybody told you that, no, YouTube is saturated, you can't make money, you can definitely make money for sure. So guys, I just want to run you through my channel. I just opened my channel, put it on the oldest tab, and these are my first videos. You can see the views I was getting, you can see the thumbnails, you can see how everything was just looking very, very old and archaic. And I was just figuring out my way during this period. If I keep scrolling, you will see gradually things are changing. I've started to put text on my thumbnails. I was getting better with my thumbnails. This was 6 years ago. And the more I kept moving up, you can see the channel too. I think this is the period where I started to discover that, I actually wanted to start making travel videos. And if I keep going up, I think this point here, interestingly, this video you see here, this is when I started to implement the strategies that I'm sharing with you guys today. And from this point onwards, my channel started to change. As you can see, this is 8K views, 2K views, 8K views, 55K views, 39K views, 13K views, 474K views. This was my most watched video back then. And then I kept on implementing more and more. And you can see my views start to increase. Thumbnails start to change. And you can see the difference in the thumbnails. You can see the views start to increase. And this is very key. Like this change, I'm just showing you guys to show you the transition process of the channel. Many of the things I'm sharing with you guys now are things it took me 5, 6 years to learn. And many of all these things are also the difference between a channel that is going to be struggling, or a channel that might be dead very soon, and a channel that will eventually start to earn hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that is where the big money is made. All these things make a difference. The thumbnails, the titles. You can see if I keep scrolling downwards, you can see everything keeps changing. And I'm going to share more of this with you guys. If you just keep watching, we have a lot to discuss in front. All of these strategies, changing the thumbnails, changing the title. You can see my thumbnails and titles changing. And if you keep going up, I think you can see there's a change in the channel now. There's a change, there's a theme, there's a style. When you come to the channel now, you kind of like already know what to expect. So now let me go to my most recent videos and you can compare the thumbnails you see here with the thumbnails you are currently seeing now. Can you guys see the difference? You can even see, just as I go to the page, everything just looks very colorful. You can see so many colors, so many text. You can see that so much work has been put into it, and you can see the difference in the views. This is 607K, 1.3 million. You can definitely go to the channel yourself and have a look at this. And just to give you guys more insight, I'll show you guys let me show you guys the earnings on this video I made 3 months ago, and to show you guys the progression in terms of when you start out with quantity and when you now move to this point where over time, when you're consistent enough, you can now start to earn the big bucks on YouTube, like I'm about to show you now. So let me show you guys, let me just share my screen with you guys. This is how much was made from that video. This is the video 24 hours with the Rasta people. This video was posted some months ago, and you can see how much was earned on this video. And this is not even how much is going to earn fully. It's still going to keep getting views over time. So guys, keep listening. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot of strategies to learn from this webinar. Just keep listening. I have something special for you guys at the end. So by implementing many of these strategies, you can see the transition from my channel. You can see the evolution, how my channel evolved. You can also see how much I was earning and how much I started to earn. And this graph you're seeing is just in 2021. Within this period, I had so much problems with traveling because I'm Nigerian, and as every Nigerian knows, it's so difficult to travel, and you have to apply for so many visas and you get rejected, especially with somebody who loves traveling. I love traveling, so I've been rejected so many times. So for me, when traveling is my work, it made it so difficult for me because I had a passport that was not strong, which was a Nigerian passport, and I had so much problem traveling. But with YouTube and with the power of YouTube and the power of my community and growing a connected audience, I was able to get enough money to buy my freedom, which came in the form of a new passport. And back then, when I was growing up, I used to hear that, oh, people bought passport. But the only people that I heard that were buying passports were like politicians, people who had so much money. And I never imagined it was ever going to be possible for somebody like me, like an Uber driver, to buy a passport. And you can imagine, can you guys guess how much the passport cost? Currently, to get this passport, it costs around $250,000. You can imagine how much that is in Naira. I think that's probably maybe over 400 and something million Naira. Like, I had to drop all that money in cash to buy this passport. I would have never imagined when I started out on YouTube 5 years ago that I would be in a position where I'm able to drop that amount of money to buy a piece of paper. But that is the power of YouTube. You can imagine how much that money is. And obviously, I still had to have money on the side to travel. So that is what is possible with YouTube. YouTube can basically change your life. This passport alone changed my life. Like currently, at the moment now, I'm in Lisbon, Portugal. Tomorrow, I can decide that, I'm going to France. Next tomorrow, I can decide I'm going to London. I can go to over 150 countries just with this passport, all through the power of YouTube. And that is what I mean when I say YouTube gave me enough money to buy my freedom. So I don't know what it might be for you that is very important that you want to get, that you feel like is going to unlock something that is very big for you in whatever career you might be starting. So maybe somebody who is in the food industry, you might want to own your own restaurant one day. Maybe somebody who is in the fashion industry, you might want to own your own fashion house. Somebody who is in the soccer, maybe like in the sports niche, you might want to own your own football team. YouTube can definitely get you that. Trust me, YouTube bought me my own freedom. YouTube bought me a passport that allows me to travel the world, and whatever dreams you have, it can definitely help you achieve that. Also, another thing I also want to talk about was I've always had the dream of owning my own apartment in Lagos, Nigeria. I started out as an Uber driver, sleeping in my car, trying to make ends meet, picking people up and down. I've slept up and down across that whole Lekki axis. On the mainland, on the island, I've slept in my car multiple times. And I always dreamed that one day I wanted to have my own apartment. But interestingly, I didn't just have my own apartment. I had an apartment that I'm now able to even lease out to people to book. I don't even stay there. I just bought it for just for other people to come and live in it, and also to serve as an investment property. So YouTube gave me enough money to be able to now invest in property, and then I'm now earning money from the property. As you can see, this is my apartment that is currently listed on Airbnb. You can see the prices I'm charging per night. You guys could definitely go and check it out. Just go to Airbnb and check out Taya in his apartment. But you can see it out there. So this is what is possible with YouTube. I never like my parents, they didn't have enough money to buy property at this age. Like, how would I married? I already have my own property in Lagos, Nigeria. So and this is the power of YouTube. This just shows you that it is definitely possible, because when I started out, I never imagined that this was going to be possible. So just to shed more light and share more with you guys, there's so much that is possible with YouTube. I'm just even still scratching the surface. You can see Mr. Beast. He brings in $700 million a year from YouTube. And you can see this young kid who is 9 years old, he earns $29 million. So I'm still talking about, I'm still even talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars here. These guys are talking about millions. So we are still scratching the surface. And this is where you can get to. But for you to even get here, you have to first start from wherever you are and implement many of the strategies that I'm sharing with you guys in this webinar. So now, what's one of the major YouTube myths that people have that I would like to dispel today? A lot of people, if I ask you now that, oh, you need 1 million subscribers to make money on YouTube, what do you guys think? I'm asking the audience, what do you guys think? Do you guys think you need 1 million subscribers to make money on YouTube? Okay, I can see some people saying yes. I can see some people saying no. The people saying no are actually correct. You do not need 1 million subscribers to make money on YouTube. This is an example of a small channel called Rian Christina. She already started making money on YouTube with just 8,000, less than 10,000 subscribers. She's already making money. She already has affiliate links. Like I told you guys before, you can see her description. She has affiliate links in the description to Epidemic Sound. Same Epidemic Sound I talked about earlier. So she has started to earn money. And you can already see on her thumbnail, she says estimated revenue. So she's already earning money. She's already earning money as a small YouTuber. You don't need to have 1 million subscribers to earn money. I started earning money when I was before I even hit like 10,000 subscribers. I was already earning money. And you can also do that too. Even before hitting your first 1,000 subscribers, you can earn money from YouTube using affiliate promotions and partnerships. Like I said earlier before, I showed you guys the chart. There are people called nano influencers. If you have 1,000 to 10,000 subscribers, you are a nano influencer. When people say 1,000, people always look at 1,000, like 1,000 is small. But like if you go back to when you were in secondary school, how many people were in your class? Maybe you were like 30 or 20, 30 or 40 max if you're in a public school. And then how many people were in your sets? Maybe like SS1. I'm sure they were not up to 200 or maybe 200 or 300. Then now multiply that. Like that's more or less like almost the whole school, 1,000 people. Now imagine 1,000 people are in front of you every single day. A lot of brands want to reach those 1,000 people. You can create products and sell to those 1,000 people. You can earn affiliate commissions from those 1,000 people. So 1,000 people is not small. Don't always look at them in terms of that, oh, it's just 1,000 people in numbers. Or don't also compare and be like, oh, this person has 1 million. I'll just have 1,000. You can earn money with 1,000 subscribers. Once you implement the right strategies, once you know what to do, you can definitely earn money. Another myth is that people always say, oh, I need to be famous to build a successful YouTube channel. Look at me, Uber driver. I was not famous, but I was able to build a successful YouTube channel. And let me not even now use myself as an example. I'll show you guys an example of somebody who joined my program 2 months ago, just 2 months ago, and I'll show you his channel. Like, it's mind-blowing. So this is a channel that is a faceless channel, first of all. So the person is not famous. Nobody knows the person. And he started this channel 2 months ago. As you can see, the first video on this channel is 2 months ago, exactly 2 months ago. It has 8,000 views. And then the next video blew up. This is a new channel, just starting out, but just implementing the right strategies. Faceless channel, you can see the video has 577,000 views. And all the other videos after that started getting views. 113K, 235K, 158K, 78K views. So as you can see, this person has over 26,000 subscribers with just 9 videos. And everything you see on this channel is organic. All the subscribers, all the views is organic. He just got here because he was able to implement many of the things I was just sharing with you guys. Like you can see, one of the things you can see he implemented off the bat was sticking to a niche. You can see when you look at the channel, this is a channel specifically about, it says, watch the best African folklore, African stories. When you come to the channel, you know what you are getting. So everybody who is coming to this channel, they are subscribing because they know what they're going to get. And this is also something you can implement for your channel. So don't go out there and go and buy subscribers or buy views. You will just fail before you even start, because you need to grow an organic audience. You need to grow real people. You know, you don't buy fake people. These are real people watching this guy's channel. And also many of the things you also implemented too, as you can see, is from the title of the video, you know, the title, the thumbnails, just basically the storytelling, how he was able to merge everything together. You can see this thumbnail he has before, after. This is a comparison thumbnail. So these are different strategies that you can implement to actually grow your audience and grow off the bat. So you can see it's definitely possible. Within the next few months, this guy is going to be at over 100,000 subscribers. I'm very sure of that. So this shows you that it's possible for you to actually start out, even if you're starting with just your second video. His second video has over 500,000 views. And just to give you guys some insight, so you would definitely know that this guy is not like, this is my students, first of all. So none of my students, I don't recommend they should ever buy followers or subscribers, because you're just going to fail. And also to show you guys that it's real, I will show you guys his earnings. So this is his earnings. As you can see, the title of the video, The Big Muscular Princess. You can see it here at the top. This video, this is the video here. The Big Muscular Princess no man wanted to marry. And you can see the earnings on the video. $3,500. You can see the CPM, you can see the views, you can see how much advertisers are willing to pay. You can see everything here. This is by implementing the proven strategies. This is another video I'll show you too. This was a part 2 of the Big Muscular Princess. As you can see it here, this is the part 2, and you can see how much he earned. $2,000. So with just 2 videos starting out on YouTube, he has already earned $5,000 plus, over $5,000 in the first month. These videos are still going to keep going. They will eventually probably get to 1 million views, and they will still keep on earning more money. So you guys can see it's definitely possible. Once you implement the right strategies, like I said earlier, and you follow through with it, and you keep on posting, you don't give up, you're definitely going to hit there. This is a channel started out just less than 2 months, and see where it currently is now. With this first capital that has come to him, is definitely going to just hit the ground running, because then he can now use that money, invest back, and keep making more videos. And this is also a faceless channel, because I know a lot of people are out there, you know, you guys are, some people are shy, some people, you know, they feel shy talking to the camera. This is their first time being on camera. This guy's channel, he doesn't even use his own voice. It's faceless, it's voiceless. He uses AI. So it's not his voice, it's not his face. So there are so many ways and so many strategies you can actually implement, whether you want to show your face on your channel or you don't want to show your face. So you guys can see that when we started out, I was just saying that you can go to 10,000 subscribers in less than 3 months and make your first $1,000. But I was even being very conservative, because this guy, as you can see, he has done almost 30,000 subscribers and over $5,000 in just the first 2 months. He has done all this much. Some of the strategies that he used are part of the strategies in my program, which I'll be sharing with you guys very soon as we go on. So you guys should just keep watching. There's so much more that you can definitely achieve once you implement many of these strategies. You can earn way more than this in the next 90 days. In 60 days, he was able to do this. So if you're starting out and you're implementing many of the strategies I'm going to be sharing with you guys in the academy, you can actually do way better than this, or you can do as much as this actually. So it is proven it is possible. And I'm so glad. One of my joys is that when people pass through the academy and they're able to achieve these results that I'm showing to you guys. You can see the channel again. Let me just show you guys again. It started out 2 months ago, and now from here, he currently has made this amount of money. And this is just from 2 videos. He has like, this is 1, 2, 3. These are 3 other videos that really did well on the channel. So probably maybe from this ones too, he has earned another $2,000. So making probably almost $8,000 in less than 2 months. Guys, can you just imagine? It's definitely possible. You don't even need to imagine it anymore. This is it in front of you. So you guys should just keep watching. There's so much to learn, and there's so much to discover from joining this academy and being part of this journey that we are both on. So yeah, let's continue. Okay, this is another example of another faceless channel. I wanted to, before coming to these big boys, I wanted to show you guys the proven ones, so that you can relate. Also, that guy that I showed you is actually from Nigeria. This person you're seeing is from Nigeria and is also in school. He is a university student. He's in school. He's a 400 level. So that tells you something. He's in school. He has school to contend with. He didn't have any money. He's actually in what school is he in? Unsuka or something. I think the school is in the east. He's in the school in the east. So he doesn't come from like a well-to-do family. He doesn't have money or anything. He just started this out. He joined the academy and then learned the strategies and see where he has gotten him today. Imagine somebody in school. I can't even imagine myself. When I was in school, I never even thought, I never smelled this kind of money. So imagine somebody like him in school earning $8,000 in university, 400 level. Crazy. That's what's possible with YouTube. But now let me go on to some other channels that you guys can actually see. This is another faceless channel. It's called 5 Minutes Craft. It has over 80 million subscribers. They have over 7,000 videos, and they get so many views every single day. They have hundreds of millions of views on the channel. They make crafts. Basically, this is another example of another faceless channel. Basically, just a voiceover and then images on the screen or graphics on the screen, and then they have almost 10 million subscribers. So guys, this just shows you that whether you're shy or you're somebody who doesn't like being on screen, you can definitely make a successful channel. This is another channel, has 6.3 million subscribers. They make animations, stick figures, not even anything crazy, stick figure animations. That's what they make. This is another channel too called Vsauce. The funny thing is I actually don't even understand what this channel does, but I also know that they just explain stuff. The title of the channel is Vsauce. Our world is amazing. But you can see that these are very diverse, different types of niches. I've shown you so many types of faceless channels. This is one about folklore. This is one about crafts. This is one about life. This is one about animation, stick figures. This is one about, I don't even know what it's about, but I think they just explain things that he probably explains things to people that he likes. And look at the amount of views he's getting, 4.5 million views, 16 million views. So whatever channel you have, you can definitely, if it's a faceless channel, if you're shy, you don't necessarily need to be on the camera, you can definitely make a successful channel from whatever area of interest that you have. But I would like to be honest with you guys. While all of these strategies I've spoken about over the last few minutes are the key things that will take you from scratch to building a YouTube channel with over 1,000 subscribers and generating over $1,000 to $5,000 per month with it, there's a whole lot more to being a successful YouTube creator, because come to think of it, there are thousands of creators out there, and most of them are struggling not just to increase their subscriber count, which really doesn't put money in your pocket, but they're also struggling to get views. And that is just the truth. However, most are struggling mainly to monetize their YouTube channel. That's the major thing most people face. How do I monetize my channel? And that's the major question I get from people. The interesting thing as a YouTube creator is that most people think the only revenue you'll be making is from AdSense alone, which is not entirely true, as there are a lot of other ways you can make money as a creator on YouTube. So many other ways. I think one of the best parts about the internet and one of the best parts about building an audience is there are so many angles you can take to make money. It doesn't necessarily have to be just AdSense. And sometimes AdSense might not necessarily give you money. And I will show you guys very soon. This is the revenue from a video I got that has over 1 million views. This was one of my first 1 million viewed video. And it was J. Cole rapping. J. Cole came to Nigeria, he rapped. The video had 1 million views. As you can see here, it earned some money. Even the money was earning. It never even earned above $1.4 a day. And then at the end of the day, he stopped earning money. You can see the old money I earned, $132. That was like, I don't even know how much that was then, but very minimal. And during this period, when J. Cole came to Nigeria, I struggled so much to get the tickets, to get to the show, spent so much money, spoke to this person, spoke to the other person, rented gear, did all this, filmed the video because I'm a J. Cole fan, first of all. When I eventually did the video and the video got 1.1 million views, I was so excited. I was like, I've become a millionaire. Only for me to check the video and see that I only earned $132. I wanted to cry. It was so painful, man. It was so painful. And on the right, this is a video I shot this year. And if you go to my channel now, you see that this video has almost 2 million views. And just because of YouTube wanting to act funny, they limited the ads on the video. So this video would have probably maybe earned maybe, I don't know, maybe like over $10,000, but it earned almost no money because it was demonetized. And sometimes videos get demonetized because of copyright issues, which means that I'm going to get very little or almost no money on it. The good part about this is that I don't only rely on AdSense to make money, because I make money from sponsorship deals, I make money from affiliates, and I also make money from recommendations. Whenever I recommend probably maybe a service, or I do shout outs to a brand in my video. So there are so many ways to make money, and you don't necessarily have to depend on AdSense, because if I was only depending on AdSense, I would have gone hungry during the period when I made this recent video. So there are so many things that can impact AdSense revenue, from video length to ad blockers to ad quality to number of views a video received to number of clicks an ad receives. Your goal should always be to add other ways to make money from your YouTube channel and not rely solely on AdSense, because AdSense can shock you if you are not careful. YouTube is very funny sometimes, especially the AdSense. So never rely on AdSense. The truth is that all that I've shown you and explained so far is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more to this YouTube game that can't be covered in a short webinar like this. There are so many things you need to know about YouTube, so much. How to make thumbnails, how to increase retention, how to film yourself, monetization strategies, how to get ideas, etc. There's just countless things that I can't cover in this webinar, because if I had to sit down here, we'll be here for the next few days. And these are the things that are crucial to your success on YouTube. So you are probably asking, how do I go from where I am now to the point where I'm now making at least $1,000 a month on YouTube? Like I've shown you already, $1,000 is very little, because as you can see, that channel I showed you, that was part of a program that I'm just going to tell you about very soon. He made over $8,000 in 2 months. $8,000. Probably over $8,000 in 2 months, because I showed you over $5,500, and he still had other videos that did well. So $1,000 is still being very conservative. But let's start from somewhere. Let's say, you want to make at least $1,000 on YouTube. How do you go from where you are now to where you want to be? And this is why I've decided to launch the YouTube Creator Academy, which is an in-depth program that holds you by the hands and shows you all that you need to know regarding building a successful YouTube business from scratch. Even if all you have is your smartphone and you have never used a video editing software before, with just this phone, you can build a successful YouTube channel. And I showed you guys from my story, I started out with an iPhone 7. I don't even think they make iPhone 7s anymore, but I started out and it has gotten me to where I currently am. This program aims to help you start and grow your YouTube channel to ensure you make your first $1,000 in revenue over the next 90 days and scale to making $5,000 monthly going forward. As I said before, $5,000 monthly is possible, as you've seen an example from the channel I just showed you. This is a channel that attended my first webinar, and they were able to get their first video that went over 25,000 views just from the webinar alone, not even from joining the program. So just from what you are watching now, you've definitely will already start getting results. But there's so much more that you need to learn if you want to take it to the next level. That means if you want to build it into a really successful business that will be earning you thousands of dollars every month. The interesting thing is that once you hit the 1,000 subscriber mark and the $1,000 revenue mark, the potential becomes limitless and your growth becomes exponential. As you can see, this is my own channel. This is where I was before I was even earning any money. I was earning zero money for a very long time. And then when I was able to get to 12,000 subscribers, I started to earn money. And then before then, I was earning some money, but you can't actually really see it here because it's very tiny. But then from here, my channel started growing exponentially. And it just kept on going. It was like a heartbeat. So what do they call that thing they use at ECG? And then from these graphs that you can see here now, the graphs, they are much higher than it is now, as I showed you earlier. And you can do all of this while working at your 9-to-5 job For me, as an example, I was an Uber driver driving 14 hours a day when I started out, and I was still making out time to, make it work. Just like I showed you guys, the guy I talked about that just earned almost $8,000 in 2 months is a student. And you guys can imagine, he's a student in 400 level. You guys can imagine when you were in school, for those of you guys that went to school, when you were in school, you can imagine how much workload you had. But as he is now, he's already a millionaire in school. He's going to class, but he's still making YouTube videos. So if he can do it, if I can do it, and if other people out there can do it, you can also do it. So you can make it work if you really want to, no matter how busy you are, whether you have a 9-to-5 job, whether you have a part-time business, whether you're in school, you can start it. You can start and you can actually make it work. You can make it happen once you implement the right strategies. Once you know what to do, once you have the right knowledge, you can definitely make it work. So one of the best parts about starting out on the side, starting out part-time, is that you don't have the risk of like, just quitting your job. And I'm not going to tell you that, just quit your job and start out YouTube. No. The best part about starting out part-time is that you can make that transition gradually. The same way I made my own transition from being a Uber driver, driving 14 to 18 hours every day, trying to make ends meet and earning very tiny amount of money. During that period when I was an Uber driver, I think I was making probably like 20,000 naira because I didn't have a car. I was making 20,000 naira a week and 80,000 naira a month, which when I look at it today, 80,000 naira a month is just above $50, $55, I think. I think that's kind of like the minimum wage now currently in Nigeria. But I was just struggling with that because I had to eat, I had to do so many things. So if I can do it, and just imagine the guy I told you about that is in school, who has that faceless channel. By the time he finishes school, he's already a millionaire. All he just needs to do is now hire more people to start working, and then it just keeps the money rolling. So no matter how busy you are, you can definitely make it work. You can start out making videos on the side, and then when you now get to reach that mark where you know that, okay, I'm already made, I'm making this side business, which is YouTube, is now making me so much money. Then I can now decide that, okay, I want to go full-time into this thing and I can quit my job. You can quit your job if you decide you want to go full-time into it. Or if you decide you love your job too, there are people who are on YouTube and they still also have their day job. There are some people that even make their YouTube about their job. So maybe, for example, maybe somebody who is in the tech space. I know a lot of people that are my friends that are in the tech space. They are in the tech space, so they created a YouTube channel where they start to share tech tips to people. I know people who are working in probably like in the immigration or in the embassy or something that has to do with like relocating. They have a business that is about relocating to another country. They also created a YouTube channel that teaches people how to relocate. So you can even transition it and make like your job, make it the same thing that you're qualified in, make that the title or make that the topic that you're going to be sharing with people on your YouTube channel. That's another way to do it. But if your job is something you hate totally, then find something you're passionate about, focus on building a channel on that thing. And then when you get to the point where, you are like, okay, I want to make YouTube my full-time thing, then you can quit your job. Just like I did, I quit my Uber driving, and now I'm able to get to the point where I'm able to make videos every month that make this amount of money, and you can do the same too. So this program is setting you up for a very successful career on YouTube that would allow you build a life doing what you love and make lots of money in the process. And just to give you some insight, here are some of the things you'll be learning in the YouTube Creator Academy. Module 1, Introduction to YouTube. You'll be learning step by step all that I did that took me from less than 100 subscribers to over 350,000 subscribers during my first 2 years. These strategies also helped me generate over $100,000 within my first 2 years just from AdSense. This is minus all the sponsorship. This is minus all the other products that I might be selling. This is minus all the affiliate commissions, all just from AdSense on YouTube. You'll also be learning all you need to do to get started from scratch. Even if you know nothing about YouTube, even if you're just starting out, even if you just heard about YouTube today, you can get started on YouTube. You'll be learning how to choose a profitable niche and position your channel properly to attract the views you desire. You'll be learning how to overcome the fear of posting your first video. This is one major fear that a lot of people face. I faced it. Like, even as I'm talking to you now, it's been years of practice and years of understanding how to basically relate with an audience through a screen. You'll be learning all of that in the YouTube program. Total value of module 1 is over $280, but we're trying to be conservative. With me, I always like to be conservative. I like to under-promise and over-deliver. That's what I like doing. So this is an example of under-promising and over-delivering. Total value of this module is over $280, but we put it at $280 for you guys. Another thing you learn in module 2 is how to record high-quality videos on a budget. You'll be learning how to shoot professional videos for YouTube using just your phone. Like I said earlier, when I started out, I had just my phone and then I borrowed a gimbal from a friend. So whatever phone you have, it doesn't even need to be an iPhone. It could be a Samsung, it could be an Android, it could be whatever phone it is. As long as the phone can shoot videos, you'll be learning how to shoot professional videos, what angles to use, what's the best settings, what's the best lighting, what's the best app, what's the best lighting for you to use. You'll be learning all of that in this program. With this, you won't have to break the bank buying any expensive gear. Just a few things, you put together and you're ready to film in a few minutes. In module 2, we'll be discussing what professional equipment to use. As much as you can use your phone for a start, the aim is to eventually get to a point where you're making top-tier quality videos and to improve on your content as you go. The same thing with me. When you look at my channel, you can see where I started out and where I currently am now. You can't even compare these two videos. So that's the goal with this program, is to help you go from that process of just making content on your phone and then improving it as you go on your journey. I'll also be showing you the best camera gears to use, how to coordinate your lighting, and every single thing that takes your video from amateur to pro, even if you have never handled a camera before. In fact, understanding what to look out for when choosing professional equipment will save you thousands of dollars and lots of time in the process. Like I told you guys, I went to go and rent expensive equipment and I didn't get any views. I also had a filmmaker friend back then who spent about $6,000 buying expensive cameras to film his videos, only for him to end up struggling for months to get viewership on his channel. Like I said, understanding the right gear to get is very key. It saves you money. It's better you actually keep that money and spend it on making more content as opposed to spending it on some expensive gear that wouldn't eventually guarantee you views. So I'll be sharing with you all the things to look out for whenever you get to the point where you want to get a professional equipment. The best equipment to get for the best prices. Total value of module 2, over $300, but I'm being conservative, so put it at $300. In module 3, you'll be learning the nitty-gritty of planning your videos before putting it out. One very big mistake a lot of unsuccessful YouTubers make is that they think they can wing creating successful YouTube content. Nope, you can't wing it. Like I've shown you earlier, you really cannot wing it. They don't know that every successful YouTube video that you see out there was carefully planned and executed the same way I plan and execute my videos. You can't just randomly just wake up and just film something and expect it to go viral. It doesn't work that way. I'll be showing you how to come up with video ideas, plan and organize your videos, script your videos for maximum engagement, and a whole lot more. Total value of this module, over $250 for sure, but being conservative, put it at $250. In module 4, we'll be editing. I'll be showing you how to edit with free softwares. One of the good parts about this program is that I don't want you to spend too much money. So I'm looking out for you in terms of like how much you're going to be spending. I don't want you to be paying for expensive softwares because there are so many softwares online that are overpriced. But there are softwares you can actually use to achieve the same result. Many of the softwares I used when I started out, they were all free, because when you are broke and you don't have money, you have to spend time researching and figuring out, okay, what's the best way that I can do this thing without spending any money? So in this part of the program, I'll be showing you some of these free softwares that I eventually found out, and I'll be sharing them with you guys. In this part of the program, you'll also be learning how to edit your videos properly to ensure you not only get attention, but to retain attention on YouTube. I'll also be showing you how to use this free and simple and easy to use software to edit your videos, even if you have never edited a video in your life before. And if what you are using for your editing is just your phone or a PC. I know most people will probably edit on their phone, so I'll be showing you some of these free apps and some of these free softwares. The interesting thing is that the editing atmosphere, there's so many free softwares online now. Even basic apps, almost all the basic apps even have like a free software. But I'll be showing you my own personal recommendation that I personally used. Total value of this module alone, just editing alone, is meant to be a whole course on its own. But being conservative, we'll put it at $200 for you guys so that you guys can see it. Module 5, this is very key. I'll be showing you ninja tactics to skyrocketing your views. Everything I just shared with you guys earlier can definitely help you skyrocket your views, but that is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many things to learn, and I'll be teaching you the ninja tactics to get discovered and get lots of views on your YouTube videos, even as a beginner. In this part, I'll be showing you how to make content that can easily be discovered, because this is where the real money is made. Just like I told you guys earlier, making discoverable content. This is where the real money is made. Making discoverable content 6 years ago still helps me get new subscribers up till today. And this is where the more subscribers I get, the more people come to my channel, the more views I get, the more money I'm making. I also show you the secret of how the YouTube algorithm works in 2024. Total value of this module is $250. That is being very conservative, because this thing alone, it changed the trajectory of my channel. Like, for example, you can look at that guy's channel that I told you guys before, the Faceless channel. Looking at all these prices that I'm calling, we've not even gotten up to $1,000 yet. But you can even see that he started this channel 2 months ago, and you can see where you're already at. So the value of this alone, understanding this, is so key, and it's definitely way more than $250. But we had to put a price there, so we put $250. But it's definitely way more than that. Module 6 is how to hack the YouTube algorithm in your favor. I'll be breaking down YouTube monetization growth hacks, very key, and how you can beat the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm keeps changing every other month. But there are some things that have stayed the same. But these are some of the things I'm going to share with you guys in this program. In this part of the training, you'll be learning how to get monetized and build cash flow, the best time to post, and what to do after posting. Whenever you post a YouTube video, there are so many things you need to do. You don't just post the YouTube video and just leave it whatever. You need to do so many things every single time you post a video. I'll be showing you all these things that you must do to ensure that your channel grows. Total value of this module alone is worth more than $200. But being conservative, we put it at $200. Also, what you don't measure, you can't know whether it's growing or not. What you don't measure, you can't adjust. So analytics is a very big part of YouTube, and Module 7 focuses on analytics and optimization. I'll be breaking down how YouTube analytics works, because once you know how to read the analytics, you kind of like know what's working. It's like a doctor, you know, when you go to the doctor, when you're sick, they check you with the stethoscope to kind of like know, okay, what's your body temperature? That's kind of like what the analytics is for your YouTube channel. It helps you know what is happening, what's wrong somewhere, what is working, what's not working. There's a popular saying that says, what you don't measure, you cannot grow. If you don't measure it, if you don't know what's working, you don't know how to make more of it. If you don't know what is not working, you don't know how to stop it. So it's important that you understand what is going on with your channel and how that impacts your overall general growth on YouTube. And this is very key. But we put it at $100, but we know deep down is way more than that, because this alone can definitely help you. Because like somebody going to the doctor, you know, it's like, if you go to the doctor and the doctor is able to figure out what is wrong with you, you will definitely pay a whole lot of money to him, because now you're better. It's the same thing too. It's like knowing the health of your channel. Once you know the health of your channel, you can know what to implement and make it better, and probably change you from earning, maybe you're earning $1,000. Knowing how to implement and improve on something can take you from earning $1,000 to earning $5,000 to $10,000, which is definitely more valuable than $100 that we put here. But anyway, we are being conservative. So I'm also in Module 8, I'm also going to be teaching you the $5,000 scale-up strategy. Finally, you'll be learning how to scale up your media business. YouTube is a business. It's not just a channel. It's not just, you know, I know you're doing it for fun. Many people are doing it for fun. You're sharing your passion, your love, but at the end of the day, it's a business. Most people don't understand that building an income source on YouTube is beyond just a YouTube channel. You are gradually building a media company as you go. Currently on my team, we're currently over 8 people on the team at the moment, or 8 people who all collect hefty salaries. So it's a business. It's not just something on the side. It's a business that makes money and that also pays people and feeds a lot of mouths. So you have to understand that building a YouTube channel is a business, and you have to treat it as such. So I'll be showing you more ways to monetize your channel, how to charge for sponsorship, and how to get to work with big brands and clients from across the world, like I currently do. What's the total value of something that can make you $5,000? Definitely not $300. But we put it there because we're being conservative. So you can say that this program is a full-blown one that holds you by the hand and takes you from beginner to pro in this YouTube journey. But, you know, I might just have been rambling since. Don't take my word for it. Look at what people are saying, people that have joined the program. This is somebody who joined the YouTube Creator Academy program, and this is somebody from the Facebook community, because we have a special community where everybody who is part of the program gets to interact. And this is somebody She said she completed the course and she must say that she started telling her husband how she felt she cheated Tayo by paying such an amount for a huge kind of knowledge. Tayo overshared. I definitely benefited a lot and have some questions. Can't wait for the Q&A. We also have a Q&A, by the way. We have a Q&A that happens every month. We also have a community, a very private community where everybody is a creator. And this is what she had to say. This is another person. Although I've not hit 10K subscribers, my view has increased significantly, helping me reach 3,000 hour watch time for the YouTube Partner Program. I'm currently at 3,812 with only 200 watch hours from 4,000, which allows me monetize my channel. And I achieved this in about 3 to 6 months. This person was somebody who, I think I showed you a channel earlier, the Yemi. This is the guy. He started out, he just basically took the webinar, and all these results are from just attending my last webinar. So guys, as you can see, he has experienced massive growth on his channel, and the same way he sent this email, this can also be you, because everything that you need to know to grow is in this program. You're going to be learning a lot, and you're also going to be learning it alongside other people who are also on the same journey with you. So this can definitely be you. And I would definitely look forward from these mails from you guys who are going to join this academy. So yeah, this is Adewoye Tamilore. He said he hit his first $100 on YouTube and he's so excited about this. He wrote here, I'm not the most consistent person with YouTube, but at least I finally have something to show for it. And you can see the money below. I even spoke to this student and he said he usually just spends only 1 hour a week on this, and he's not so consistent because he has other things. He has a day job, he has other things that he's working on, but he was able to still make $100 even without being consistent. This $100 is definitely over 100,000 naira in Nigeria, and I can imagine if he eventually spend more time, he would definitely be earning way more from this than what you can see on here. So these are some other students out here, and this is what they are saying. This is somebody who took the program, dropped their first YouTube video. These are some other people, say shout out to Tayo for his YouTube course for African creators, learning so many things. This is another YouTuber, and she has over 50,000 subscribers, and she still joined the program. Like I told you guys earlier, this program is for, it cuts across. Whether you're starting out on YouTube or you're struggling with your channel and you want to learn something new that would help you put your channel on the right track, this program is for you. And this is what she had to say. First of all, well done for putting this course together. The content is rich and detailed. And you can see all the other things she currently says. The modules on SEO were very useful because even though I'm subscribed to TubeBuddy, she doesn't use it for content planning and management. So basically some of the things she was actually even using, but she wasn't using it the right way. She eventually was able to now figure out how to start using it the right way. And these are more of what our students are saying. As you can see, these are many students who have taken the program, and you can see all the ratings, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars all around. And you can see all they are saying, as soon as you start taking the course, you get value. So these are so many other people who have joined this program, and this is what they had to say. So I don't just want you to take my word for it. I want you to listen to what people out there are currently saying. So you can see that what I taught in the YouTube Creator Academy works, even if you've never created a YouTube video before, and all you'll be getting from this program is valued at a cost of $1,880. But because you have stayed till this part of the webinar, you will not be paying that much. You won't even be paying up to half of what I just showed you now on screen. Actually, I currently sell this program for $125. Let me go back again. $1,880, and we're currently selling it for $125, which is around 180,000 naira for people in Nigeria. But I'm Nigerian myself, and I know that currently at the moment things are really difficult in Nigeria. Now I know most people watching this webinar, they're from Nigeria, and I'm also Nigerian, so I know the state of things, and I understand how tough things are in the country. And this is also one of the reasons why I decided to even do this webinar and also launch this program, because back then I was also going through a really tough time. Even though the country was not even as tough as it is now, I was going through my own tough season. So I wish somebody was out there I wish there were programs like this that existed there, which is why I decided to create this program. And I have a lot of people who always reach out to me. They see me, currently now living this life, traveling across the world, going to different places, buying this, buying that. They're like, oh, Tayo, we actually need you. We would like to learn how you're able to do these things. And this is what many of the people in the US, the Americans, the Europeans, the Indians, they are always fine with sharing their knowledge. But I know in Nigeria, not a lot of people love sharing knowledge. People just want to keep things for themselves. But I am not like that. I want to teach as many people as possible. I want you guys to take advantage of the opportunity of the 21st century, which is the internet, which is content creation, which is YouTube, and which is why I've decided to give you guys this program for just 150,000 naira, which is $100. And this is to make this program accessible to those who are really interested in building a $1,000 to $5,000 a month income from YouTube. So let us use 1,500 as the flat rate, irrespective of the rate of what the market is. Currently, 150,000 naira at the moment. However, for the first 20 people, I'll be giving you guys access to the YouTube Creator Academy for just 100,000 naira. You guys can see where we're coming from to where we currently are now. You can see the what and the value of the cost to where we currently are now. But this is only available for the first 20,000 people. The reason we put this 100,000 naira, you can see how small this money is compared to like what you've seen me make on YouTube. I honestly don't need this money, but I also know that if you put out a program and you give it to everybody for free, people wouldn't take it seriously. They wouldn't see the value in it, and people wouldn't even take action. So this price is to show your level of seriousness, your level of commitment, like paying 100,000 naira to be able to build a business where you're able to make $1,000 to $5,000, which is over like 1 million naira a month. So this is only available for the first 20 people. Like I said, I'm giving you access to the academy for just 100,000 naira. This special 100,000 naira price is only accessible through a special link, because if you go and purchase it through Shella, you would see the price joining the academy costs $125, which is over 180K. But if you join in using this special link that my team will pop up on this page, you'll be able to access the program for just 100,000 naira today, which is over 40% off the normal price. That's a 40% discount off the actual price that you are meant to pay. So click on the link on this page right now to access this special offer. Remember, it is only for the first 20 people. So if you're serious about making your journey easier and building your own successful YouTube channel that will get you 10,000 subscribers in less than 3 months, that will earn you over $1,000 to $5,000 every month, then you need to click on this link and access this special offer right now. Just before we continue, let me show you some of the videos on my channel so you can see how I have grown over the years. As you can see, like I showed you guys earlier, this was my channel. When I started out, you can see the videos. This was my first YouTube video. I think, let me even play it for you. I'm very embarrassed to play this right now, but anyway, I'll play it.
Hello guys, this is my first attempt at talking to the camera. I'm trying to practice one or two things.
You guys can see, this is so embarrassing to watch, but you guys can see how unsure I was, how I didn't even know what I was doing. You can see the shirt I was wearing. You can see this apartment I was staying in. Let me just go back again. Where is that video again? You can see the apartment I was staying in. You can even hear the generator in the background. You can see the shirt I was wearing. You can see I was just very unsure. This was my friend's house. I was squatting with him then. This was my friend's house. I was just squatting because I didn't have money to even pay rent. So I was just squatting in my friend's house. And you can see my hair. So I didn't have money to cut my hair. This is how broke I was then. From there, you can see my current videos. If I play any of my recent videos for you, you can definitely see the difference. This is the recent cruise ship industry has grown so much that it is now referred to as the cruise capital of the world and the perfect departure point for cruises to many Caribbean countries and beyond. You can see the difference in the quality, the shots, the filming. This is where I was, and this is where I currently am now. This can be you. This can be you. This can be anybody. Anybody watching this can actually be you guys. So now, over time, when I started out to currently where I'm at now, I've been able to meet so many people. This is me with Ali Abdal. I traveled to London, met up with him. This is also me with Adekunle Gold, one of Nigeria's biggest music superstars. I chilled with him in London. And this is also me with a lot of billionaires and millionaires entrepreneurs across Africa. And finally, this is also me with Davido here. Like, imagine what are the odds? Let me play this video for you guys. This is me with Davido, same Davido that you guys watch. If I tell you, say I love you, like, what are the odds of somebody like me?
I don't like it.
All the way from squatting in my friend's house, driving for Uber, looking very unfresh, being unsure in front of the camera. And over that period, I've been able to move to a point where Davido is flying me out. He's flying me out to a country to spend time with him on his private jet. I've never even been in a private jet before. This was my first time getting on a private jet in my life and chilling with one of the richest superstars in the world, just hanging out with him. This is the power of YouTube. This is what is possible with YouTube. This is what YouTube can do for you. And I hope you guys take action. Just like I told you guys, there's so many things to learn. But let's continue. So you guys can see that succeeding on YouTube is not just about reinventing the wheel. It is by following proven strategies, being consistent. You have to be consistent. That is one of the things you also need to take away from this. You have to be consistent. Follow the proven strategies, know what to do, and be consistent with it. I'm trying to add some extra bonuses that will make your YouTube journey easier and also make it easy for you to quickly monetize your channel even before earning money from AdSense. Just to make it easier for you guys, to make your journey much easier. An additional bonus I'll be giving you guys is one, how to create a faceless YouTube channel using AI. Just like I showed you guys that my friend's channel that was making almost $8,000 in 2 months, his whole channel was done with AI. The voice was done with AI. The thumbnails were done with AI. Even the video inside was also done with AI. So you can create a faceless channel if you don't want your face to be on screen, and you can start earning thousands of dollars monthly. And the value of that is way more than $100 because I told you that guy earned $8,000 within 2 months. So the value of any $8,000 in 2 months cannot be $100 for sure. But like I told you, I'm always very conservative with my numbers. Another bonus we're also going to be adding is I'm going to be showing you how to build an audience across different social media platforms as you are growing your YouTube channel. Because for me, diversification is always key. So as you're growing your YouTube channel, I'll also be showing you some of the things I also use that implemented, me also using my YouTube channel to also, grow my other social media platforms. With this, I was able to start to get mini sponsorships. And for you, you can also use to get sponsorships that will pay for the time you're spending creating on YouTube. And some of these sponsorships were worth thousands of dollars when I started out. I think my first sponsorship I ever did was $500. And I did that from Instagram. And you can see that the value of that alone is even much more than the $100 that we put here. And as you can see, this is my Instagram handle on this side and also my Twitter handle on this side. I also have my TikTok, but I didn't add it here. But those are some of the other platforms that I was able to build up as I was growing my YouTube channel. You'll also be learning how to make money with affiliate partnerships. The good thing about making money with affiliate partnerships is that you also get the opportunity to earn recurring revenue. And fun fact is that this has the tendency of making you a lot of money than YouTube AdSense as you grow. As I showed you guys, my affiliates from Epidemic Sound, I was earning above $100 a month. So the value of this is definitely worth more than $100. Another bonus is you also be getting access to the YouTube Creator Academy community on Facebook, where you'll be able to interact with people who are on the same mission with you and grow together with them. The YouTube Creator Academy Facebook page is more like a classroom where everybody is on the journey to learn the same thing. So that way you have friends, you have people you can collaborate with, you have people you can share your videos with, you have people you can ask questions. Imagine you were in secondary school or you were in university and it was just only you in the class. It would be so boring. But when you have other people who are with you on this journey, it becomes so much more interesting. And nothing beats working with a community of like-minded people. I and my team members are also on this community. We are also there to also guide you and will be answering all your questions on the community. So that way you can always reach me anytime you have any questions. Just go there, type it out. If I don't answer, somebody on my team would answer. If somebody on my team doesn't answer, somebody from the community will answer. So you get all the support you need as you embark on this journey. And trust me, this is priceless, because for me, when I started out, YouTube was a very lonely road. It's a lonely road to a lot of creators. That's why a lot of people fail, and also why a lot of people quit early, because you're just there alone, You do this video, you don't know, it's not doing well, nobody to speak to, nobody to talk to, you're just there, you just feel isolated. But with this community, you have a group of friends who are on the same journey with you. And this is some of the comments from the YouTube Creator Academy Facebook community. Like you can see, I'm always interacting there. This person, my Slavabad videos has done exceptionally well. I'm like, oh, awesome. You can also see other creators. This person is sharing their video there, getting comments from other people in the community. I also interact. This is somebody who also went to Slavabad, shared our polar bear videos. Even I am even getting to learn things from you guys and see people getting to explore places across the world that I haven't even been to. So you can get to interact with so many people, and you can also get to collaborate with them. And you can see other people also talking to. I see that my short form content is doing well and I'm taking advantage of it. So also another person is also asking questions. So there's just so much from the community. It's just so many people coming together, sharing ideas, and there's so much to learn from it. And from this ongoing journey, you can learn a lot and even meet new friends there. So to take you through it again, here is what you'll be learning all over from the beginning. What I did to grow my channel from less than 100 subscribers to over 350,000 in just 2 years. How to set up your YouTube channel for success, how to shoot professional videos using just your phone, how to select professional equipment to use when shooting your videos, how to plan your videos before putting out anything, how to edit your videos to make sure they come out well, ninja tactics to getting discovered and getting lots of views on your channel, YouTube monetization growth hacks, how to beat the YouTube algorithm, how YouTube analytics works, how to scale up your media business, how to build an audience across different social media platforms, how to make money with affiliate partnerships, and lastly, access to the Facebook community. And now, like I told you guys earlier, to get access to the YouTube Creator Academy today, you only need to pay a one-time fee of not $125, but 100,000 Naira. Please remember that this price is only for the first 20 people. So the first 20 people who take action today are the only ones who are going to get this price. Anybody who doesn't take action, you're going to get the more expensive price. So that way it separates the people who are serious about taking action from people who are not serious about taking action. And if you get in today also, I'll be giving you a special access to an exclusive Q&A session over Zoom. That way you get to ask me any question you have in real time, because I know different people have different types of channels. So one of the reasons we have the Q&A session over Zoom is that you can get to ask me whatever specific question you have about your specific channel. And I can also even look at your channel on that call and have a look at it and probably maybe give you some tips and tell you what you are doing wrong or what you should be doing right. You get to ask all the questions you have, all your burning questions in real time. And just one question, an answer to just one question can change the trajectory of your channel. I wish I had somebody who had about 1 million subscribers when I started out. I would have been far gone by now. I'll just keep giving you guys so many things, man, because I want you guys to grow. I also giving you guys an opportunity to collaborate with me on a video once you hit your first 10,000 subscribers, because I want you guys to be motivated. You have an opportunity to collaborate with me once you hit your first 10,000 subscribers. This is also an opportunity for only the first 20 people who also get in today. So if you want to be part of this, be part of that 20 people, you have to be part of the 20 people. I'll pick one person randomly and collaborate with them. So I'll be waiting for you guys. So you can see that getting into the YouTube Creator Academy today for just 100,000 Naira is a massive steal. Massive steal. I made this program to share my knowledge with you guys because I want you to grow. And like I said earlier, I know that people only value what they pay for. This is why I decided to charge only this little token to ensure that only serious people get into this program. But also to make it accessible, because I know that a lot of people are in Nigeria and the economy is like really difficult now. So I'm trying to make it accessible to as many people as possible. But even at that, I still want only the serious people to join in. And just to sweeten the deal for you guys, I'll also be giving you guys an opportunity to collaborate with me on a video once you hit your first 10,000 subscribers. This is to motivate most of you guys who are serious to keep pushing and to keep making videos so that you can get to hit the 10,000 subscriber mark. It's like a prize. Imagine you getting to 10,000 and going on a collaboration with me. I don't know what the collaboration might be, but remember, I'm a travel YouTube channel. So let me just leave that there. This is an opportunity for only the first 20 people though. This is only for the first 20 people who get in today. I'll be picking somebody randomly and I'll be collaborating with them on a video. I don't know what the video idea is, but I know it's going to be epic. And I know it's going to be fun. If I had this opportunity, I'll be so happy back then. So you guys can see that getting into the YouTube Creator Academy today for just 100,000 Naira and not $125 is a massive steal. So click on the link below if you want to get started now. I made this program to share my knowledge with you guys because I want you to grow, but I know that people only value what they pay for, which is why I decided to charge this little token to ensure that only the serious ones get into this program. So click on the link below if you want to get into this program now. I know my team has put this link out for some time now, so let me see how many people have taken action. Okay, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wow. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Man, you guys are really fast too. Wow. This is sold out already. Man, Nigerian people, you are very fast. So many of you guys want to make $1,000 in a month and grow your own YouTube channel. I didn't know that you guys were really serious like this. So what do we do now that the slots have actually finished? Because we put out just 20 slots and over 23 people. And I can still even see more coming in. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I will extend this to 50 because I want enough people. I didn't know it was going to get sold out this fast. I want enough people to actually get into this. So I'm going to extend this to 50. I'll tell my team now they're going to extend this to 50 more slots. But these 50 more slots are only going to be available for the next 48 hours. So trust me, this 20 got sold out in seconds. So I think it's more of a fastest fingers first now. So we have 50 more slots available. I can see three more just went again. So I think it's probably less than 23 more slots are available. So yeah, the link is below. Click the link now if you want to take action and start to grow your own successful YouTube channel. Like I said earlier, we're going to take you and guide you, showing you everything that you need to go take action today. So guys, click on the link below to join the YouTube Creator Academy now. The slots are really selling out. Trust me, they are selling out really fast. They are really selling out fast. I can see 3 more just also went again now. So like I said earlier, in this academy, there's so much to learn. I share my secrets of how to make YouTube videos that have propelled me to YouTube success in the YouTube Creator Academy. So guys, take action today to get started on building a life doing what you love, just like I'm doing now. You can see me traveling across the world and visiting all these places, doing what I love and earning money from it. Take action today to become the go-to authority in your niche, whatever it might be, whether you want to show your face, not show your face, whether it's cooking, whether it's dancing, whether it's lifestyle, whether it's travel, whether it's entertainment, whatever it might be. Take action today to become the go-to authority in your niche. Take action today to save years of experimenting and testing for a price of a night out with friends. A lot of people spend more than 100,000 Naira going out with friends on a day. You can save years of testing and experimenting just for a price of a night out with friends. Also, you need to click on the link below now to lock in the discounted price. Like I said, every time I check my phone, I just keep seeing more of the slots going. The slots are really going out really fast. And just because it's me, I'm going to be giving you guys 100% 30-day money back guarantee, meaning that I'm guaranteeing that you're going to get results and you are also going to grow a successful YouTube channel once you take action and once you follow all the instructions in the program to the letter. You are definitely going to see results. So I'm giving you guys 100% 30-day money back guarantee, which means that if you don't see results, we are going to give you your money back. We're going to refund your money fully. If you take this program and you decide that, oh, it didn't work for your channel or you didn't learn anything, we are putting our name on it that we're going to give you your money back. So there's nothing, you have nothing to fear. There's no risk involved. Just take action today. Take action today to start earning thousands of dollars every month. Take action today to build the life of your dreams. Take action today to grow a successful YouTube channel that you grow from scratch to getting to over 10,000 subscribers. Take action today to build the life of your dreams. You guys can see my journey from where I started to where I'm at now. I never imagined everything I've achieved over the past 5 to 6 years possible. All of it came from YouTube. Every single thing. People shouting, Ty, I know how I'm today. The almost 1 million people that you can see that are following me on YouTube, the community, the almost 500,000 people that are following me on all the other social media platforms. That means I have 1.5 million people following me across social media platforms, and it keeps growing every single day. You can grow in whatever niche or whatever space or whatever interest you have. You can share your passion with the world and make money while doing it. Take action today, and you also get to have a Q&A with me, a private Q&A where we are all together in a group and you get to talk to me directly. Ask me all your questions directly. Like, I'll be there live with you. Ask me all the questions you have, whatever specific questions you have about your channel, whatever niche your channel might be. You can ask me all those questions on this Q&A, which we always have monthly. So I'm going to be there to guide you along the journey of this process. I'm going to be there with you. It's not a situation where you join the program and you're left alone. No, I'm going to be there to join you along this journey. Take action today. Let's get started to building a successful YouTube channel for you that will change your life. So guys, I know we've talked about how to get your first 10,000 subscribers within the first 90 days and also make your first $1,000. But guys, here's the truth. There's a wrong belief that a lot of people have online that once you join a program, you just magically start to just make money and everything just becomes so easy. You don't have to do any work and then you just start to print money. But it doesn't happen that way. As you can see from my own journey, it took me some time before I started to earn money, and I had to put in a lot of work. I had to do a lot of personal research. I had to just keep on implementing all the strategies and testing out stuff over time. It takes time. It's not just a get-rich-quick scheme. Like I said at the beginning, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. If you wanted to do that, there's other stuff out there. This is only for the serious people who are willing to put in the work and spend time implementing these strategies, and also spend time studying and doing extra research on their own too. Like I said, the money back guarantee is for people who have actually tried it and put in the work and eventually they did not get any result. This program is not just going to do the work for you. You have to put in the work yourself. So if you're ready to take action today and you're ready to put in the work and you're ready to really change your life by focusing on building a successful career on YouTube, take action today by clicking the link below. And I'll see you guys on the Facebook community. Peace.